Well, Greg,
Well, Tom.
what do you got on the table today, Greg?
So, Tom, today we have a Stihl 025 saw in, right? Wasn't running right. Good saw, lovely saw to use. Not running right, so the carburetor needed a bit of tuning. Went through the lines in the carb, few lines, all that kind of stuff. But one important bit that I discovered on cleaning up the saw is your fins on your recoil unit, right? So these are all clogged up. I've cleaned off some of that, right? So this was all built up, clogged up. That's your only way of this saw cooling itself down, right? So in behind here, we have our flywheel, right? And so as them fins are turning in here, they're drawing air in through these fins, in through these holes. And what's happened is all the dirt and grit and everything from cutting over the last number of years, because this hasn't been cleaned in a long time, has built up inside and has blocked all the fins. So what's happening after a couple of minutes running this saw, the saw thinks it's after running for hours and hours because it's so hot. It's getting so hot, it has no way of cooling itself.
Right.
After 2 minutes on the bench here, it was red hot. There was smoke coming out of it.
And is it, we say you've got your fins here coming off the top of your piston liner. So, is that cooling out through this as well?
Yeah, so they all have their little advantages for cooling. They all give their little different reasons for cooling or ways of cooling.
Yeah.
So your main one is once your flywheel is spinning at whatever RPM that this saw is running at, it's drawing the air in through your fins, and it's circulating it around your engine, and that's what's keeping everything cool. But when all this is built up around it and built up inside your recoil cover, the saw is just not going to cool down.
And what's happening, we'll say, seeing as this is blocked up on this saw, what are the consequences of it not cooling, or why has it come in?
So overheating, and over time then what you get is you get your piston will start getting red hot.
Right.
Bearing chain gets red hot, the whole saw gets hot. And over time, eventually you will just burn out your saw, burn out your pistons, burn out your seals.
It's just working too hard.
It's working too hard. It's working 3-4 times is what it should be working.
Okay. So you're just going to clean that out, so?
I'm going to clean that out and we'll see what it should be like in a few minutes.
You could tell from that saw when you had it up without even looking at it, you could tell by the way it was running that.
Yeah, she was just, there was even, you could just tell by the smoke was coming out of it from being so hot.
Right.
After a couple of seconds, the exhaust, there was smoke coming out of the exhaust. Shouldn't have that. A saw should be just be able to cool itself. So that's the main reason. You can even see it here. Look, there's score marks on your saw.
Okay.
Right. Now, still, a lot of the casings are made of plastic, so they do get hot over time. But this is generally
hard, like
just from that
hard work.
Yeah, from hard work.
Okay.
You can see how white the exhaust is even gone.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Very good. So
we just give this a little bit of a clean up. Okay. Look, it doesn't have to be perfect. Bit of brake cleaner into the oil that you have, spray it into it, give it a brush, bit of blue roll, give it a wipe, same inside here, okay? Just make sure that everything will be able to cool itself, alright? So we'll just reassemble it and put it all back together and give it a start up, and I guarantee it'll be like a new saw.
What are you hoping to see though when you start? Less smoke, is it?
Yeah, just that she won't be getting as hot over time itself, so you probably won't see the results straight away. You might see that. You might see
you'd hear it in the running though, would you?
Yeah. She won't be trying to cut out and getting hot and all that, so you probably won't see any difference straight away, but over time the saw will last longer when you're out in use and cutting timber. One more. Just quick start up and see.